On first looking into Chapman's Homer by John Keats. For the new girls, I have already given an introduction of John Keats in the previous class that when I did the poem Bright Star. So I'll just give you a introduction in a few lines. One is that Keats is a poet of the Romantic age. He died at a very early age. He was very young. He was just 24 when he died. But even by that time, he has written a number of poems which have made him immortal. Okay? And Keats is a poet of sensuousness. That is, that he writes poems which appeal to your five senses, the sense of taste, touch, smell, hearing and sight. These are your five senses. Now, Keats was very much interested in reading Greek literature, reading classics. Greek literature was written before Christ in BC, and it is, like they are considered, Greek literature is considered to be classics. Classics means very, great poetry which has been written. So now what happened? He was very much interested in reading Greek literature, understand the Greek language, and that is why he feels as if I have not, traveled this region called Greece. Now there is a lot of symbolism in this poem. What symbolism is there? He talks about traveling. So traveling actually means reading. It is a symbol, pratik. Traveling means reading. And the kingdom means the literature, the beautiful literature. And king means the poets and the different literary artists who have written poems, who have written dramas. So what he means to say here is, he says that I have travelled the whole Western kingdom. The Western kingdom is England. So that means I have read total English literature. But he says, I have heard about Homer. Homer is one of the leading literary artists of Greece. He is a Greek dramatist. He has written different Greek tragedies. And Iliad is one of the tragedy which has made him immortal. Okay, Iliad is about the Trojan War. There was a war between Greece and Troy, and that Trojan War, it continued for 18 years, and Homer has written a tragedy called Iliad upon that war. But Keats says that I have not travelled the Greek kingdom, that is, he has not travelled, he has not read the Greek literature which was written by Homer, because he did not understand the Greek language. Then an Elizabethan poet, Chapman, Elizabethan poet Chapman had written the translation of Homer's Iliad into English. And Keats came across this translation, and he read the whole translation of Iliad, which was written by Homer in Greek. It is translated in English by the Elizabethan poet Chapman. He read that, and when he read that, he actually was thrilled. He was excited. He was very, very, happy to read the whole thing. And he says, I can compare my happiness to two things. One is that anybody who is watching the stars in the sky through his telescope and he discovers a new planet, it is such a big discovery. So the happiness, the thrill, the excitement which a person may feel because he has discovered a new planet, that excitement, that thrill, that happiness, that extreme joy is felt by me when I read the English translation of Iliad. And the second example he gives is of Cortes. Cortes is a Mexican king, and Mexico is just below North America. And what happened? There is a small piece of water which actually divides USA, United States of America, from Mexico. Now Cortes was, with his army, he wanted to conquer. And what happened? there was this Darien Peak, Isthmus of Darien, that is there. Isthmus is a small, mountain. Okay, a small piece of mountain, and then there is the sea. So now what happened when Cortes, he climbed that mountain and he looked at the eastern side. So what did he see? He saw the Pacific Ocean, and he was stunned. He was shocked. He was thrilled. He was excited to the level that he could not utter a word, because he had discovered a new ocean. So the same thrill, the same excitement, the same hypnotism, the same joy has been felt by Keats when he read the translation of Iliad by the Elizabethan poet Chapman. He says, "Much have I travelled in realms of gold, and many goodly states and kingdoms seen." Much have I travelled. So this is symbolism here. I have travelled means I have read. Travel means read. I have read what? The realms of gold means great literature. Realms का मतलब होता है kingdom. Gold means golden, great. So he says that I have travelled. The kingdom of gold means I have read great English literature. Okay. And many goodly states and kingdoms seen. And he has read many. Goodly means great. Immortal. States means different types of pieces of literature. It could be essays, poems, dramas, short stories, one-act plays, novels. These are the different parts of literature. So it says many goodly states and kingdoms seen means I have read many great literary pieces of literature. I have seen kingdoms का मतलब I have read literature, English literature. Okay. Round many western islands I have been. Round means I have travelled, and travelled is symbolism of reading. So I have read many western islands. Western island means, western means England, and England is an island. England is an island. So that is why he says I have travelled many western islands means I have travelled throughout England. That means I have read all English literature which was available to me. Of which bards and reality to Apollo hold. Bard means poets, singers who have written the poems. Apollo is the sun god who is also the god of poetry. He is also known as the god of poetry. So the poets have written different poems in order to pay their loyalty to Apollo. That means they have written many great poems. How do you worship any god? How do you worship any god? अगर आप अग्नि देवता को worship कर रहे हो तो अग्नि जला के करोगे, right? Similarly, if you are worshipping god of poetry, how are you going to worship? By writing poetry. So many bards means many poets in England have written great poems in order to show their loyalty to God Apollo, who is also the god of poetry. But this is of means many times. Of one wide expanse had I been told. He was informed. He was told of one wide expanse. Wide means big, expanse means here kingdom. So kingdom here relates to, symbolizes literature. So he says, I had been told, I had been recommended to read one big literature, great literature, and that is the Greek literature. That deep-browed Homer ruled as his demands. Deep-browed means serious. Homer is the name of the great Greek dramatist and poet. That great Greek deep-browed Homer ruled as his expense. So Homer ruled over demands का मतलब kingdom. So Homer ruled the Greek kingdom means Homer was the greatest poet of Greek literature. Homer वहाँ का राजा था मतलब Homer was the king of Greek literature. But I had been told, I had been recommended, but I had not read. Why? Because I did not understand Greek Greek language. Yet did I never breathe its pure serene. He said, I had never breathed means I had never visited, and visited means I had never read. The pure serene. Pure means pious. Serene means calm. So here it means great literature. So he says, though I had been recommended, I had been told to read Greek literature, but I had never ever read Greek literature because I did not understand the language. Till, he says, till I heard Chapman speak out loud and bold. So Chapman is an Elizabethan poet who had written the translation of Homer's Iliad. Then he says, I came across Chapman. Chapman's translation of Iliad, Illiad. So I came across Chapman's speak out loud and bold. Loud means clear. Bold again means clear, which understandable, comprehensive, which you can understand very well. So he says, I came across Chapman's translation of Iliad, which was very clear, which was very easy to understand, which was comprehensive, I could understand easily, and I read the whole Iliad. And then I felt like some watcher of the sky when a new planet swims into his ken. He says the comparison, like he compares the thrill, the excitement, the joy, the extreme happiness which he felt when he read Homer's Iliad. He says, I can compare it to an astronomer, a watcher of the sky. Watcher means who watches the sky, that is astronomer. He watches the sky, and what does he do? When a new planet swims into his ken, he discovers a new planet through his ken. Ken means through his telescope. So when a person discovers it is such a great discovery that you are discovering a planet. So that is why he said that great excitement, that great happiness, that great joy I also felt because I had discovered a new classic poet by reading Chapman's translation. So who's the classic poet here? Not Chapman. It is actually Homer. Then he says, or like stout tortoise. Stout here means powerful. Like very, who has a lot of strength. Then like stout tortoise, when with eagle eye he stared at the Pacific. Cortez is the king of Mexico. And when he looked at the Pacific Ocean, he looked at the eastern side and he looked at the Pacific Ocean and he was like totally stunned, totally shocked, thrilled to discover a new ocean, that is the Pacific Ocean. And all his men looked at each other with a wide surprise. And even his men means his army, they looked at each other with a wild surmise. Surmise means surprise. They were totally surprised. Why? Because they had discovered a new planet. And that planet, they had discovered a new ocean, and that ocean was the Pacific Ocean. And they, with a wide surmise, silence upon a peak in Darien. So peak means top of any mountain. So this is the Darien Isthmus, and when he climbed that Darien peak, that is Cortez with his men climbed the Darien peak, they discovered the Pacific Ocean, and they were totally surprised, they were totally stunned, they were totally shocked to discover a new ocean, and they looked at each other, they could not speak anything, they were totally silenced. So they looked at each other in a wild surprise, and that same thrill, the same excitement, the same happiness I felt when I read the English translation by Chapman of Homer's Iliad.